Hey everybody, how is your 2023 going? Look, just want to come quick and say, hey, what's up? I hope your new year is off to a great start. And just want to come touch bases with you, just to shout out that I am finally getting ready to release my activewear line. Finally, can you believe it? I had a lot of hurdles kind of kept coming in the way, but I am ready. So if you guys can hear me, or listen, better yet, if you can't hear me, then let me know. If you can't hear me, don't worry about it. Hey, Alvin, how are you? Thank you for chiming in. Like always, I appreciate your support. Hopefully you guys can hear me. But look, just want to come really, really quick. Just to shout out everyone and say, I hope you all are off to a great year. And I hope you have much success this year. I also want to come shout out my new activewear line, Craze 10, that we'll be releasing on the 14th next Saturday. I'm so excited. So excited. And also just kind of want to come touch on a situation that I saw on YouTube the past weekend. I'm sure anybody who's aware and have listened to rap in their lifetime at one time. Let me turn this off real quick because it keeps beeping. But anyone who knows anything about rap music and that knows the Brat, so let's say knows of the Brat, Jermaine Dupri, Bow Wow, all of them, right? Of course, now I live in Atlanta. I'm originally from Florida, but even in Florida, everyone knew of those people. Well, I read something that Jermaine Dupri had made a statement. Everyone is familiar with 106 in Park. Happy New Year. I'm sorry. Happy New Year. It's not showing me the name of who gave me a shout out, but happy new year to you. And I hope that you are off to a great year and you have much success this year. We all have a lot of things I'm sure that we want to do. So good luck at anything that you're trying to move forward with. But yeah, Jermaine Dupri had done an interview on a show. And he was talking about 106 in Park. I know everybody remember 106 in Park from back in the day. They had a lot of great celebrities kind of come through, and they were most of the time they were in the music business, and they would be talking about what they had going on, new music they were releasing, all that kind of stuff, right? So Jermaine Dupri had kind of went on this show. I believe it may have been a podcast. I'm not sure, but he had made a statement that 106 in Park was his idea, that he went to the executive and he wanted to create a platform for Bow Wow and other rappers because there was another show that was out at the time. I cannot remember what it was, but groups like NSYNC, a lot of the other races, they had that platform. They could bring those guys on there, promote their music, and shout out what they were doing, where they were touring, and all that. So Jermaine Dupri made a statement that, look, we need that. We need that for the rappers. So he went to the executives at BET and said, hey, look, I want to create something like this for and let Bow Wow be the face of it. Because at the time, I think Bow Wow was hot or whatever the case may be. So, as we all know, Bow Wow and Jermaine Dupri, I don't know what's going on with them, but Bow Wow seems to have some unresolved issues with Jermaine Dupri, right? So, and anyone who knows of that crew knows that Brat that's her big brother. She goes real hard for Jermaine Dupri. She respects him because she credits him for being a very supportive and driving force of her career as well. So Def, which was real hot one time. Anybody knows So Def as a record label. I mean, she really supports him. So long story short, moving forward, Bow Wow did not like when Jermaine made that statement. Bow Wow was like, no, it was basically he didn't have anything to do with the creation of 106 in Park, that the executives are the ones who got together to create this show. And it was not Jermaine Dupri. That's just kind of giving you a synopsis of what Bow Wow said, right? And honey, why did he say that? because the brat laid all the way into him. She called him ungrateful, disrespectful. She called him a whole bunch of other things because y'all know how she moves. If you know anything, I like rap music. In the South, we listen to a lot of rap. So I follow them. And she was very upset. And I kind of get it because not kind of get it, I get it. Because one thing that makes you mad, not even with people in the music business or anything like that, but just in general, when you have done a lot for someone and now they feel like they're at a point where they don't need you like that anymore. They feel like they can say whatever they want to say. And you come all the way out your mouth and just kind of sort of disregard everything that I've done. It pisses you off. It really, really does. I know. And I know particularly with young men, a lot of times, girls too, but particularly with young men, when they start growing a little hair on their chest and thinking they're real grown, which he is, I think, in his 30s now, if I'm not mistaken. Bow Wow's in his 30s, and he has a lot of unresolved things about Jermaine Dupri. I don't know what it is. None of us really know, but the two of them really, really know, and I'm sure Brat know what time it is. But the Brat did not appreciate it because she felt as if, Bow Wow was being disrespectful. Now, my thing is this. He was being disrespectful because as much as I know, and I'm not even into their background so much like that, but I know he went hard for Bow Wow. When Bow Wow was out back in the day, like in the prime of his little career, Jermaine Dupri pushed him hard. I mean, I think he had Criss Cross, a lot of other little young artists, and he pushed his artists hard. So I can get why, the Brat felt as if he was being disrespectful, because if there was an issue, and there is an issue because they've had a little blow up before, then Bow Wow should have went to Jermaine Dupri just clearly out of respect and spoke with him man to man. But here you go. I think this is part of the problem. He's an adult now. Bow Wow's an adult, and he was a young kid, like I think I want to say like 12 or maybe even younger, when Snoop Dogg actually brought Bow Wow to Jermaine Dupri, from what I remember, as an artist, right? But he was a little boy. And so I think part of him, of course, now he has children and all of that, but I think now he still feels as if they look at him as being a little boy. They don't want to allow him to grow. They still want to keep him as that little boy status. And you know what? I get it, because even though my children say it all the time, they're adults. Well, they don't tell me they're adults, but they are adults. But I still reference them as my children. But they're really my adult children, and the relationship kind of dynamics change once your children become grown. And I think that's part of the breakdown with the Brat, Jermaine, and Bow Wow. Bow Wow feels they never allow him to grow. And I think that's part of the issue. And that's not just with being a young man and now a father. He feels as if, they're not respecting him. And I think that's kind of some of the issue. I'm sure there's probably some business issues too there that he probably is not happy with. I do not know. But what I know from what I've seen publicly is that Jermaine has always, always supported Bow Wow. And I feel like if there's an issue, you need to take it, and the public should know about it like that, especially with all the things that I know Jermaine had done for him. So I get why Bow Wow, why the Brat, is upset with Bow Wow, because he handled it all wrong. You don't be disrespectful. Even if you're pissed, it's a way to handle things, right? I was listening to Lil Romeo. He was having problems with his father. Of course, his sister passed away, rest her soul, a few months back, and he did not feel like his father handled Master P, handled his sister's death properly, and just in general, his career properly. So he took it to a public platform as well. My thing is, it's very difficult to keep things quiet, of course, when you are a celebrity of their little status, right? But when you have family issues, you need to keep it as family. You need to talk about it in a respectful way. One thing you don't want to do is let the public get into your business, because, people gonna talk about it, like I'm doing right now, and it makes it worse. Something that you all can talk about and kind of, take care of now becomes a big situation. So, yeah, I really, really thought that Bow Wow was being disrespectful. He should have handled the situation with a little more white gloves. And if you have someone has been there for you, my grandmother always say, you never know who you might need. And I'm sure all y'all can attest to that. You never know who you might need. There's nothing more irritating than somebody you have helped, you've taken care of, you've given money, you've helped blossom, and now they feel like they don't need you, so now they can give you their behind the kiss. That's like why. I think Bow Wow and Jermaine Dupri, I would hate to see the relationship kind of go any more left. I hope they eventually go and sit down and talk about whatever their issues are, because I feel like it's a relationship that does need to continue to foster in a positive way, because Bow Wow does have his own children now. He does deserve to be respected as a young man. But Bow Wow, you have to understand, just like you have children, you don't want them to be disrespecting you. I know one time he considered Jermaine Dupri like his father. So you shouldn't be disrespectful. I know myself personally, children get a certain age, you know, you got to let them know what time it is. And Jermaine Dupri, from what I know, he's always kind of like, kept the low key. He never really responded to anything like that publicly, to the point where he was disrespectful. And I get why the Brat was upset. But anyway, just wanted to kind of come and touch on that, because I did hear a little smoke about it on YouTube, but I just kind of want to touch bases about it, because I get why the Brat was upset, because the Brat was really ready to handle him. And she did. She said some things to him, and she said it out of anger. But, I hope they work it out. And anyway, Happy New Year. And I will be back. I have some great shows coming up in the next couple weeks. I can't wait. I have a great guest. I'll tell you a little bit more about her next week, because she'll be here on the 18th. She's a doctor, and she's going to give us a lot of incentive on life and things that she's experienced. So I can't wait for you guys to meet her. It'll be the 18th at 12 o'clock. So anyway, look out for my activewear line. It will be released next Saturday, and I'll give you guys more information on it this upcoming week. I'm also going to be releasing my video, kind of show you a few of my original designs. Some of those designs have changed from the video, but it still gives you an idea of my products and some of the actors, models, I guess you would say. They are going to have them on. They're going to be working out, and you'll have an opportunity to see the flexibility of my products. So anyway, enjoy your weekend, and I will be back in a few days. Peace out.